they're like, "You're kidding," but they get it.
Yeah.
But they hadn't got it before because
Helps
so
them to
much
kind
of
of
the
cut through
world,
some of that. Yeah.
yeah, it talks about being macho and all this other nonsense. So we try to bring them to reality.
So what's some other, in general, what's some other trends that you're seeing out there in the, in your work and in the community as it relates to jobs and to the economy?
Okay, interesting and sad at the same time, and that is jobs are out there, but the jobs that are out there, because let's say in this area, the jobs that are out there is what I call healthcare, precision manufacturing, and finance. If in fact 28% of the high school students in our area drop out of school, they don't have the credentials to qualify for healthcare.
28 drop out in the high school ranks, and then when you
Then
look at how many
another
go on to
32
college or don't go on to
finish the 4
college,
years. Yes.
it's about. I don't have the actual statistic in front of me, but it's about 30% of American youth that will go on and get their bachelor's within like 6 years after graduation from high school. So it's actually under that. So let's just say it's 28-29%.
Yes.
So our model of kind of college for all
doesn't
work for
work.
more than 2/3. And so, I think that's something that needs to be kind of addressed, but
so what we're
Yeah.
saying is that, so answering your question, what's the trend? Trends is that the jobs are out there, but unemployment is high. And because unemployment is high, it's competitive. So the kids who kind of dropped out, or those people who've been unemployed for a long time, because many jobs require you to have a skill and experience, if you're even just coming out of college and you don't have the experience, because there are other people who are competing with you who had the experience, they're going to get the job first. So a lot of people who get the job first because of their experience have to take less pay because they can get a college graduate for less.
Right.
But as the employer, I'm looking at, well, how can I make this a win-win? How can I get this experience and how can I pay less? So that's a trend.
Yeah.
And so the jobs are there, but many people don't qualify. And for those who are unemployed, they become the competition for those who didn't graduate. And there's this abundance of jobs, but those people who don't qualify can't get the jobs. So a solution, I hate to identify problems without a solution, is to come up with programs that provide a certificate recognized skill like CNA, where a person can get a certificate that allows them to get in at an entry level, learn the industry, and work their way up.
Get some more experience, yeah. So that's where those 6 training programs that you'd mentioned previously, including the pre-apprenticeship, really come into play.
Exactly. Then the other end of that trend spectrum is, you got the big companies with the requiring a baccalaureate to get in. On the other side, you got a lot of people who are forced these days to take a less than they were making in the past, what I call it under living wages, because they just have to survive.
Yeah.
And so you got the big box stores that are paying less, but providing some type of employment for people to have a basic survival opportunity. So we need to fill those gaps, get everything working right, and make an opportunity to improve the skills for the older people who are now laid off, to get them to, I'll use the term, re-engineer themselves. And we need to create certificate programs for those people who didn't work in the regular educational system that allows them to get a skill and now take that certificate that's recognized by the industry and in fact be able to secure a job with that skill. And the one I'm working on, trying to convince the city and others that if in fact we could put together sales training and customer service training. We think because of the belief that everybody, every product or service needs to be sold, and it's a transferable skill, that if you can sell airplanes, you'll be able to sell a car.
Sure. Well, certainly on some level, it's a skill that is never wasted,
Right.
on one level or not. So, well, as we wind the interview up, I want to thank you again for your time here today, and also for all the work and effort on behalf of the Workforce Investment Board. It sounds like some great things are happening
I gave
here.
you so many headaches, you're gonna kick me off.
How many? No, these are great ideas. These this is what it's about. To drive our system forward. You at one time you had given me some advice or a saying that stuck with me about things not changing unless it's kind of pushed, and it was yielding power. Power does not.
I'll tell you what it is.
Okay, go for it.
It says power yields nothing without force.
Right.
Yeah.
I think it's a good. You've got to push that ball forward, and oftentimes it's not easy, and there's bureaucracies or whatever that move slowly, and so we do appreciate you working with us. How can folks get in touch with you or here at this with others here at the center? If they're interested in getting some help with starting a business, or maybe looking into one of those training programs, might be an employer that's out there that wants to work with you to work with your programs. How can folks get in touch?
Well, the phone number here is 508-756-6330. And from that main number, they're able to get triage to career training, incubation, or business development.
Sure.
All right. Because of the new age, you can get in touch with us with www, the initials of the organization, MLKJ -BEC @rcn.com. So the Martin Luther King Jr. Business Empowerment Center, if you remember that.
And if folks folks go on to Google, they can also Google Martin Luther King Jr. Business Empowerment Center,
Absolutely.
Worcester, Mass, and that'll come up.
It'll come up.
Well, thank you again for your time here today.
Thank
it's
you.
Fascinating as always. Fascinating insights into what's happening, into real exciting news about your new status as a community development financial institution. So,
and if I can, I want to say to you, I appreciate you and your efforts as executive director of the Central Mass Workforce Investment Board, of being open to new ideas, understanding that the world is changing, and also on the other side saying, well, these are the things I have to face as it relates to federal government and procedures.
Sure.
And so how do we work together to make it
blending
happen?
those two is not always not always a straight shot.
Right, but
so.
you're willing to try, and
but we try.
I appreciate that. I appreciate
well,
that.
thanks again, sir.
Thank you.
You're listening to WCUW 91.3 FM, community radio serving Central Massachusetts.
Join us on the ice at the Worcester Common Oval, ice skating for the whole family to enjoy. Located behind the Worcester City Hall, you can pack a lunch and come on over on Wednesdays and Thursdays, 11 a.m. till 2 p.m, and every weekend until February. Visit www.worcestermass.org to find out more, or call 508-929-0777. Worcester Common Oval is an inexpensive way to exercise and have fun.
Okay, you're back live with us here on the Working Lunch, WCUW 91.3. We'll also be not simulcasting, but delayed broadcasting this on Worcester's Channel 12. I'd like to turn now to, well, that was a great interview. First of all, that was a good interview.
Great.
Good recap.
I want to thank Robert Thomas for taking some time to let us into his building and his great facility there. It's great.
Sure.
Yeah.
And show us around, yeah. So I did want to, we do want to try to have an ongoing feature here regarding, mail, answering questions that come in through
our email.
Through our email.
So we have an email set up. it's workinglunch@wcuw.org. And besides the thousands of emails we get asking for Jeff for an autograph and personal appearances, we've also get some questions from time to time. So I grabbed a couple that kind of had a reoccurring theme of unemployment insurance. As we were talking about before, the unemployment rate in Worcester is at 6.7, so I thought it would be good to address these questions. So first off, Tina from Millbury wrote us an email. She said she was recently laid off and has filed for unemployment, but she was wondering how long she can collect her UI benefits. So we did some research. The maximum number of weeks that you can collect, Tina, is 30. But that number is going to be determined from your earnings during the last 15 months that you were prior to
Sure,
filing.
there's an eligibility factor that's kind of customized per applicant.
Exactly. That'll determine how long and how much you can collect for.
I should mention too that next month we're scheduled to have on some officials for
Yes.
a
Yep.
spokesperson from a staff person from Division of Career Services who can speak a bit more about this and some other things that are going on.
That'll be a great segment to have too.
That will be, yeah.
And then I've got another email here from Leroy, from out your way actually, Jeff, from Northborough. And Leroy writes, "Hey guys, I love the show. I get a lot of useful info from my job search. I'm currently collecting UI, but I don't currently have health insurance. Is there anything I can do?" There is, Leroy. You can look into the Medical Security Program, which will offer health insurance for people who are collecting unemployment insurance. And then the other services that you can access through the Career Center, there's some reemployment services, the workshops, some of the job search, resume writing, and then also you can file for extensions when needed.
So there are some yeah, and we should mention too that with the fiscal cliff deal that's been reached, there is an extension of unemployment insurance benefits for those who qualify. So there are some people that would qualify to restart their benefits if they had time remaining on their benefits when the year ended. They may be reinstated, and they should have received a letter in the mail explaining that. So,
Yep.
Okay, I think we're going to be going now to another good feature that we
Yes.
pre-taped.
Yep, our friends at Rainbow Child Development, Jeff had a chance to sit down, and I had a chance to film them. And Jeff asked them a little bit about what they wanted to be when they grow up, and
Some
other
interesting
workforce
dialogue
stuff.
there with some career experts from the
That's right.
preschool over there.
We're doing a show, like I said, about careers and jobs. What do you think? You can just say it out loud, whatever you think. What do you want to be when you grow up?
A mermaid. A mermaid.
How do you get to become a mermaid?
Oh my god. This is gonna be very exquisite. How can we turn into a mermaid without something to turn us into?
Yeah, is there like a school to go to for mermaid, like a mermaid academy?
No, you also get a magic necklace.
Oh, a magic necklace. You
Just
need
like
those.
Barbie has a magic necklace to turn her into a mermaid.
So you need to just get a magic necklace, and that could be your job. You could be a mermaid.
Do you have a magic necklace?
I don't. What do you want to be when you grow up?
I want to be a dad.
You want to be, oh, that sounds very nice.
I want to be a cupcake maker.
How do you become a baker? What do you do to become a baker?
You have to wear baker stuff.
Just wear the baker. So if I went out and bought some baker's clothes, I could just become a baker?
Mm.
Do you think someone has to teach you how to bake certain things?
No. I want to be a lifeguard when I'm a teenager.
A lifeguard when you're a teenager? That sounds fun. Why do you want to be a lifeguard?
Cause I get to take care of people when they're in the water. I want to be a princess.
Oh, a princess?
I want to be a pirate. I want to be.
A pirate?
Mm,
You want to be a pirate?
Yeah, with a sword.
Oh, with a sword? Is that why you want to become a pirate?
Yeah,
Because you get to have a sword?
yeah. When I'm bigger.
Well, when you're bigger, right?
Yeah.
But when you're a pirate, what do pirates say? How do they
R.
talk?
R.
Arr.
Yeah.
Do you know what a pirate's favorite letter of the alphabet is?
Yeah.
What?
A bird.
No, the favorite letter of the alphabet, a pirate's favorite letter? R.
R.
Get it? Because it's R and that's a letter. Kind of funny, right? Not too funny? No.
That's too funny.
Yeah. And you, what do you want to be when you grow up, sir? Did you say
A doctor. I wish I would be a doctor.
a doctor? That sounds fun. That's
Me
good.
too.
Yeah. Another doctor. How about you?
I have a baby doctor.
A baby doctor? Would you rather be a mermaid or a doctor?
Mermaid. Mermaid.
Yeah. Do you think which one do you think has a better retirement plan? Mermaid or doctor?
Mermaid. Doctor.
Doctor, mermaid. We don't know. Can you be both? Could you be a mermaid doctor? Why not?
No.
You don't think the fish could use a little help from the doctor?
No.
Because you could swim around and help
No.
people, help other fish maybe.
I want to be a hairstyle and painted nails.
A painter of nails. You want to be nails? You guys think you should paint my nails? You don't think we should paint my nails?
No, you're a boy.
Have you guys ever heard of a resume?
No.
No. You know what a resume is? Let me tell you what a resume is. It's where you list the different skills that you have, the different things you're good at, so that you can show people that might want to hire you the things that you can do for them. What do you think? What would you put on your resume?
Applesauce.
Applesauce. What's some things that you do that you're good at that you'd put on your resume?
I play some sports.
So you play some sports, so you'd say you're good at sports? What kind of sports? Which sports?
All of them.
All of them?
I'm good at swimming.
So you'd put that, and that's a great thing to put if you're going for a lifeguard job, right? To show them that you're good at swimming. Well, do you know what a resume is?
No.
What is it?
You know what a recipe?
No, a resume.
A resume.
Do any of you want to become a workforce investment board director?
No. I don't. I don't know. I don't.
You do?
I don't.
No?
I don't.
You think you guys might want to be a workforce investment board director?
Yeah.
Yeah? Wouldn't that be cool?
Yeah.
Isn't that the coolest job ever? Hey,
Yeah.
give me a fist bump on that one. Oh. Can you do me a
Okay,
favor?
well, we
Can
want to
you-
thank the folks at the Rainbow Child Development Center.
Yeah,
for-
it was
for
great to
that.
be over there. It really
And
was.
We also want to thank Rob Thomas
Robert, yep.
and his staff over at Martin Luther King Jr. Business Empowerment Center. I want to thank Jessica and Judy from the Cable Services.
Thanks, guys.
And, of course, Bob Zukowski, our director, and Jesse Edwards,
Yes.
who created our opening montage.
And the listeners
And the listeners out
and
there.
watchers, viewers.
Okay, with that being said, we're breaking away now on the radio portion, but we did want to carry on a bit here. Sean, I know you have some calendar items that are coming up that you
Yep.
wanted to discuss.
Yep, I want to thank Amy Mosier. She sends out a great email. It's an entrepreneurs list, and there's a couple things on here I wanted to highlight. The Center for Women in Enterprise, the CWE, which I think Robert had mentioned in
Yes, he
his
did.
interview.
Yep.
They're on 50 Elm Street